sometimes you get sucked in to information that are not so important, but we lie to ourselves, or I lie to myself in this case, that it's important. Hi, welcome to the stream. If you're joining, I'm still like trying to figure out how this should work. Trying to set up chats. Still don't have that, especially for TikTok. But if you're joining, welcome. Glad to see you here again. This is becoming a very fun hobby. I do enjoy it. So right now I'm trying to confirm like the streaming status on YouTube. Just today was streaming to YouTube, and I wanted to know if it was showing. All right, it is. It's showing well, very well even. 14 views. Hi, welcome. Like the streaming status on. Okay. So it's working, basically, and that's good news. I've only ever updated one tutorial on YouTube, but here's to hoping we can put more on it. Forgive my distraction. If you're just joining, welcome. Especially the fams on TikTok. TikTok is far more active when it comes to.
So these are 10 signs that you don't have sense. If you fall in.
Right? TikTok is far better when it comes to. What's up, relax? What are you into? Like on, don't forget to like the stream, share the stream, so other people find it. Like on, don't forget to like the stream, share the stream, so other people find it. All right. Let's not waste any more time. So today, the problem we're having is from the logo we made as of yesterday. The customer is saying they want to see what the logo will look like in colored. So initially we made the logo to be black and white. While we were making the logo, that was the most important consideration. Now the customer is saying that we need to do it in like colors. It simply means for me that I have to like start all over again, one, and go through the whole process just to arrive to that same point that we have already delivered to them, but this time in colored. I'm trying to open it up now so you can see my screen as well, and we're able to like follow up and see where we are right now. So this is the approved one, and as you can see I gave them 3 variations here. The center one is the one that was approved. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to look for the image. So ideally I need this one. But this doesn't have outlines. So I need to look for the one with outlines. And to do that, we need to open Photoshop. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're just designing right now, filling ourselves. So if you want to be part of what we're doing right now, all you have to do is just hang around and see what we're doing, basically. So for me, this live stream is about freestyling. I don't want to have to stress too much about not doing it well. At the same time, I want to give anyone that shows up a great experience, because honestly, that's the black star effect. A great experience is something we always guarantee. Okay, so what I just did now is I added a stroke around it. The stroke is going to serve like our outline. I'm looking inside now, the stroke is a bit much, so I'm going to reduce it again. And it says 1810 should like do just in case, So right now I'm trying to pick a place where this can be saved. I don't know if I'm getting this clearly. And yep, all gotta do is pick a place we save. So we could just name it image with black outline, just like this. Right, just like this. And then I want to close Photoshop because I don't think we have any other problems here. So closing Photoshop, coming back here and pulling that our image inside Illustrator. So eventually you see how simple this is, right? That is converting an image into a vector. Illustrator does a very good job providing good tools. So this is the person, and what I want to do now is get some colors out of this, right? I'm looking at it. If we want the colors to be lighter, right, then it would be great to edit it in Photoshop first and then come back here. But if that is not important, then we can just leave it like this. For me, what I want to do is, it's not a difficult process, so I'm just going to try the two of them. Most times you get to try something, it doesn't look great, and then you're usually going for the second option that you tried along the way and it just made sense. So what I want to do now is to check out image tracing. If you don't know where image tracing is on your computer, you come to Windows, that is in Illustrator, and then you look for image trace. This is it here. And once the image trace panel opens, it gives you options. So you're saying the mode. The mode is how do you want it to be when the image is traced. So image tracing basically converts the image into a vector. Now, if I choose color, it's going to convert it into a vector, giving it colors. If I choose grayscale, you can imagine what will happen. And then black and white also has its own effect. So now I want to do color. I want to pick the number of colors. So we can do full tone, automatic. You can choose library. Okay, so what I want to do now is check swashes. Swashes would allow me check if I have I'm looking for colors for skin tone. This way the image will be properly colored instead of just allowing go ahead with random colors. So I'm seeing skin tones here. Once I pick it, you see it just pops all of this out for me. So having this open, I don't think no, it doesn't align here. So I'm gonna come back here again. Trace results with outline. I think I want to try this trace results with outline this time around. I haven't really tried it before. We could try one of these presets, which is something we can now do like this instead of just having one. We could just try 3. So 1, I want to go with this preset, logo fidelity photo, right? I want to go with low fidelity photo. The second one, I want to go with 6 colors. That way we're able to see if it comes with like more unique colors. Or all right, not looking bad. It's not looking bad at all. So you can start to see that it's already having like some lines on the face, right? You can start to see that it's already having like some lines. Sorry. I try to check on the charts. There's really no way for me to see what's going on in the charts right now. But if you join in, welcome. I try to check on the or if you join in, welcome. I'm really glad to have you here. If not, we're just gonna continue what we're doing. So next, the second one, I want to do the same thing. Come to presets. I'm seeing 6 colors, 16. I'm thinking 6 colors. So why I'm going for 6 colors is I wanted to still have this like logo feeling to it. So let's see if it tones down the colors a little. That way it doesn't look too high fidelity, so it doesn't look impossible as a logo, right? It's not a flashy logo in the first place, so there's no need to make it look even worse. Okay. So 6 colors is not bad, right? It's not bad, but let me see what that 16 can do for us. Alright guys, I'll be joining shortly. I'm just trying to put a few things in place. All right, I'm back again. So 16 colors is a bit better. Okay, so I'm in favor of 16 colors. 8 doesn't really look so nice. The high fidelity one is great. It's perfect, but the problem is it's probably too perfect. I don't know. I can still make use of it in a way. All right. So next what we want to do is let's try with this first. All right. This is, I'm feeling this one more. I'm going to expand this. Expanding is like, making the lines a little more pronounced. This way they're able to like go in and edit them. The feature on Adobe Illustrator is really um, like it's not magic at all, basically. So with that, the background is out. What I want to do next is to group it. There's something called Unify in the Pathfinder, which is this, right? Unite, sorry. Clicking that should give everything one color, but that will mess up this design. But I want to do it anyways. I want to just see what it would do to this stuff, basically. I knew it. So what I did is just like gathered everything and mashed up all the colors. This is what you get at the end of the day. So, but what you could do with that is, select up the suits, right? All the sections of it that you want to have the same color, and then you could basically like use it um, as a shape builder tool. Just like adding on the places you want to look the same, and that way you are able to maybe click on it and give it a single color. But I'm looking at this suit right now. So this hand side has too many shades, so I'm seeing one here, and there's another. I think there's another color here, right? And then this black area here going on. So there's really no need to like move in that direction, basically. So what I want to do next is I'm taking this now down. If you notice what I do is I'm always like making copies, because I wouldn't want the case where I like maybe use the original one and yet probably you go too far while editing the original and can't go back. So it's always good to have a version I can just go back to, like a checkpoint or something like that. If you look throughout the document, I have that going I have that going for me. So when I make the design, I try to leave check marks or checkpoints that I can just easily, copy and then come back to making. So now next, this is what we're doing. I'm just gonna pick up this image and shrink it. Keep shrinking until it's little. So by 9 p.m. we'll be posting today's content that is across all our platforms. And if you want us to, discuss those, I'm open to that. But if that's not it, then we could just go about what we have for today. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you're just joining us, please tap on the screen, like us, share the page to your friends. We're working on the logo design right now, but we'll be working on so many other amazing projects like automation, UI design, and animation. So pop in anytime and we'll always have a cool project going on. If you can like reduce the image size and then carried it and positioned it where the old logo is, right? So next thing I want to do is I want to copy everything here like this, right? The main reason I'm doing this is I want to cut this out properly, and the only way to do that is to have it don't worry, you'll get the picture soon. So I'm gonna ungroup this one, ungroup again. So this is it here, right? Just like this. So the goal now is to all right, good. So now that we have a copy of this one, we already have one of it here as well. We can go ahead and do that unite here, right? It was definitely going to come in handy. One thing about design is it's not about the tool. The tools are always going to be the same, right? They're always going to be able to do the same set of things, but it's your ability to think about how to make use of those things. So now we spoke about unite earlier, and I think when I mentioned it at first, I gave a different use case. But now that we want to make use of it, we're using a completely different use case entirely. And that's the idea of this. We want to make sure to know exactly how to utilize all the things, like all the tools in our arsenal, all the resources in our possession. So once I have it united, now it's looking more like the a proper silhouette, basically. And what this now allows me to do is position this very well. Like position it very, very well to Alright, so this is what we're going to do, and it's not bad. So I'm going to take one side, keep one here, and but this time we're going to do divide, right? And we're just going to take this out. Okay, now once you perform any of those pathfinder options, it's going to automatically group. So you want to make sure that you won't group it and then try again, basically. So right now I'm basically struggling with sleep, but I feel like this is one of the reasons why I chose to do live streams. Working alone, I get tired, I stop working, I come back to work. Not very efficient. But working with you guys, right, I'm compelled to start and finish it, and I'm committed to finishing this with you guys. So what I'm doing now is, trying to get that united shape to cut out this logo for us. And so this is the logo one, which means the united shape should be this guy here. Good. So I'm going to get this, move it to the top, and then pick up the logo and then go for clipping marks. Okay, clipping marks still not working as I want. Let's try the Pathfinder now and then divide. Alright, so that also did not work. Okay, I think I see why it's not working. Problem is coming from this guy here. So I'm going to take this up so it covers again. Okay, I think I get where the problem is coming from. So when I did the cuts, there was like, there's supposed to be stuff there, but it's fine. I'm just gonna pick this up again, go through the same process, put it on top of this guy. Let's try center bar line solution. Okay. About top. Good. Alright, so they can't align to the center, but they can align to the top. Next is just to nudge it to the left or the right, depending on how many pixels we need to add or reduce. It looks a little bit small inside with the head size, and that can be easily fixed with, resizing stuff. Can be easily fixed from resizing stuff. Alright, resizing stuff, sorry. So next up, now we're going for the main stuff. Alright. I keep saying stuff. I'm new with me, Dave. So now I want to go and get this, which is the white layout, like the white cutout and the image, right? Just like this. So this is not going to cut very well from what I'm seeing right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lift this stuff up a little bit. Perfect. So this is what I'm going to go for eventually, and I'm going to just click, drag, and then come here and divide to make sure it's well divided, and on group. So now the problem now we're having is this white is okay, so I know what to do. So the point where we divided is good, but instead of this guy having a fill, so instead of this guy having a fill, we'll give it a stroke instead. right? And we reduce the stroke to 0.5. That way, okay, 0.2 then. Okay, good. So this way, it's able to voila. So what do you think? Does it make sense? Are we getting there? So don't forget that all of this we're trying to do is just to add color, right? This is still in the color adding process. We haven't even gone to dressing it up and getting it ready for delivery again. So divide to ensure that everything is divided properly. I don't know, it's just a habit. You can't know. So I just tap it many times. So yeah, now my computer is acting up because Illustrator is such an annoying software to run, right? Without the right system requirements, you can't make use of it, or there's one thing or another. Alright, so I think this is it. That's pulling out stuff. So I'm thinking, I guess. Alright, so we're getting there. It's just doing it slowly, getting it to that like desired finished product. Okay, so I want to use this one on the image to divide. Okay, and then this second one, I want to use it as like what is being divided. So let's go. Cut. Next up is ungroup, and we can also ungroup by saying Control backspace, right? Yeah, Command backspace. Sorry, on the Mac. So yes, now that that is set, it's pushed everything up, which is expected. So what I'm just going to do now is go to my layers panel. So layers, and that first time everything is a mess. So all we need to do now is to go and grab that border. I think this should be it. Sorry, good news. We found it. Forgive me if I'm not saying anything. I am struggling with falling asleep right now, so Yeah, if you just join in, welcome. I don't know. I should check TikTok. I'm gonna check right now. If you just join in, welcome. I don't know. I should check TikTok. I'm gonna check. So welcome. Right now. Hi, Shaking Chin. So the problem I'm having is there's no way for me to check our TikTok chats because I'm using the phone to stream with our new streaming setup so you can see my screen. So what I'm doing right now is I feel like you getting to see the screen is more important, but if you're just joining, welcome, stay tuned while we work on this logo together. So now that we've done that division and we have a way to look at the measure, like check what to remove, we wouldn't go out of bounds anymore. Basically, this is what I was like trying to accomplish when I had two of them added initially. Okay, now I see why this leaves as well. So now I'm just like going through it. Since it's an image, it would have something like this. That's like it's bound to be for sure, right? Because of it's an image. When you make it a vector, when you make an image a vector, it breaks down the images and tries to find out the colors and create rough shapes and fill those colors in. That's my understanding of what it does. So basically, right now we're just doing cleanup, and so going inside, I'm going to lock this so it doesn't move anymore. Right? Yes, I'm going to do that just like that. If you're just joining, welcome. Thank you for joining the live. Please tap on your screen, like the live, share with your friends. If you know any designer that would benefit from what we're doing today, definitely share, have them join us. Let's like work on something together, or even share insights and just make corrections to the work. Almost there, like almost. All right. I'll show you why I'm doing this in a minute. If this is not like all that compulsory, but if it's not done, it makes the design look weird when you finish it. Like it will look like the layer structure will look very dirty, and that doesn't really like tell well, basically. So even if we're not using a different technique, which is making a vector of the guy from scratch, like having a visual artist draw him, since we're not doing that, the best thing we can do is at least clean up the one we did and make sure that it's a clean document. If we're giving this out to a designer in the future, we don't want someone else complaining that we didn't do it or we didn't structure our files properly. So it's always good to consider things like that, because what you're creating right now, if you truly value it, then you create it in a way that other people can, make use of it and add to it or correct it if need be. Okay, so that particular place, that line, I believe that line would have moved. That is why it is like acting up the way it is. So that is it. Alright, so now that this is clean, Okay. All right, so now that this is clean, we want to go ahead and add the remaining information of the logo, like this element here. So basically it should be something like, all right, so I'm going to copy this or select it, group it. This would allow me carry it as a whole. And as you can see, there is a few stuff that don't look nice, so I'm going to start pulling all of them out one after the other again. So first, this would have showed up from the fact when we were trying to expand it. I feel like we would have removed the outline. So what I want to do now, I just thought about something. We have one of black and white, right? So I want to put this on top of that one, which is the already existing one. So I want to put this on top of it and have it fill in any other parts that is not present in the logo, which is all right. So I feel like this is already close enough to what we need it to be. So I'm going to move this here. Good, good, good. And then I'm going to come here, select everything here again, and move it into this document. Okay, into this artboard, sorry. And now I'm just going to position it to properly align inside this particular one that we already have here. Alright, I think that's like, well, that's clean. So on the first touch, I think we already did it. Well done. So now that it has been applied, you see it just like appears in the middle. Let me do a center alignment so everything, okay. So I'm gonna come here. Okay, and copy, sorry, select, ungroup, so select, ungroup, okay, select all these ones at the top, group it, select all of them as a whole, align to the center, change this to artboard so it aligns to the artboard. I use a Mac, so I'm used to using the tray, the touch bar, so all the alignment options are always active there. So this is what we have, and this is what we started with. Okay, so that one is frozen there. All I gotta do is, okay, so this is what we started with, like this, right? Black and white, but this is what we have right now. It's now more colored, it's now a little more presentable. If they mention that they want like all these people here to be different colors, that can be done, but to still be a little bit tedious. I feel like if that has to be done very well, then I would need to extend this line here, this white line, to cut through. That way this can have an individual color, because right now it is a single shape, right? That is this, it is a single shape. If I pull it out, all right, space, if I pull it out, so you see it's a single shape. If I so if I want to give it a different color now. Like if I click on this and try to give it, let's say, a red, right? You see it affecting all of them. But if I want to change the colors of everything here, I want to like give them individual colors. So like you with blue, you with green, and then you with black and white is not bad. But I don't think that's even necessary, if I'm being honest. So I'm just going to take off that one. This is what we have now. I'm pretty satisfied with it. They say they wanted color. We've added some color. Instead of adding colors everywhere, I added color to the the main like the main character in the logo, and that makes sense. So one more thing I just noticed is the line. So right now I think this colored one So what I'm doing right now is, if you look on here, you're going to see that it's on top of the border, which is not supposed to be, right? It doesn't look very visible, but I can see it, and I always try to make sure that things are perfect. And that is not like a very big problem, and all it takes to fix is just to move it, like move the person underneath the stroke, and you see it just like falls in. This is far better, and it makes more sense going this way. So even if this is colored, even this guy has a different color, the black outline would now be more defined in a way. So this is it. I'm going to export this and send it out immediately, because why not? If not, this is artboard 8, so I'm going to take this, give it 8, save it, save it. I want to do something else, which is create a new artboard right underneath this one. Alright, so still on the colored strand. I don't know what's happening. Okay, tell me if you're not getting it, or if you're feeling like you need me to go over something again. I'm checking on the stream. Welcome, thanks for the likes. For those joining us, sorry I can't check the messages as often as I would love to, but know that you are appreciated and I do see you. So welcome. Tap on the screen. Tap on your screen. That was me trying to like review the live on TikTok and see how many viewers on stream right now. So yeah, I said I wanted to do something here, right? And what I want to do is, for the name, I want to go ahead and change it to a green color. I feel like green will look good with this logo for some reason. I don't really have a good way of explaining it, but yeah, something like this. Maybe a little darker. So I want it to be a little bit bluish, right? Like this. Dark like that. And I want to know how much space is inside here. I'm just going to pick up, I think for Illustrator is a U. So I want to see how much space this is. Should see that in transform. So this has a height of 2 meters. What I want to do now is to change this to 1.5. Right, and doing that, move this up and move this up as well. This way, it's not too far. 2 is not bad, but like a feeling that it's the same way. Saying 3 meters here. Alright, so 1.52. Yeah, perfect. That's it. That's all we're doing today for the logo. So what do you think? Which part of the process do you think was the trickiest? This should be number 9. Gonna spot it too. So that's what we have. This is it. Just let me know. If it makes sense, what would you correct? What do you think should be updated on it? And I don't know if you have any questions in general. Let's get to it. Hi YouTube, welcome. Sorry, I haven't really addressed on YouTube yet. I haven't said anything on YouTube. Really sorry. Thanks for joining in. Today we're testing our YouTube stream for the first time. I'm pretty new to this, so sorry if I'm not like doing it like your best or your favorite streamer right now, but it's gonna be a process. I'm gonna get better at it. I'm gonna make it more entertaining, more fun to do stuff with on stream. So in today's stream, we're working on this logo. After this, we'll be using AI to complete a website, and we'll be working on Lovable, and there we'll be doing like a lot of prompting. So for those that are looking to use AI to make a website, just being able to maybe see how I apply it might give you an insight on how you could make use of it as well. So I want to quickly check YouTube. So I'm going on YouTube and I'm just searching our name. So I'm searching Blackstar Development Studio. I don't know. I don't think there'll be a lot of viewers on YouTube, because YouTube is like a really tough place, if I'm being honest. Being able to maybe see how I apply it might give you an insight on how you can make use of it as well. So currently we don't have any viewers on YouTube, so there's not much we could say, but I can be sure to leave a like just so that everyone knows I was here as well. So I'm searching Blackstar Development Studio. I don't know. I don't think there'll be a lot of viewers on YouTube, because YouTube is like a really tough place, if I'm being honest. Okay. All right. So back to the task at hand. This is it. This is what we're given. Now I want to deliver it to the customer. And the best way to do that is to sort out my chat screen, which is a bit messy right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do it, you know. Before we go into the next thing we have for today, I want to first quickly update Pinterest. So I do have a lot of images that I haven't added to Pinterest this week, and I want to go ahead and start adding them right now, so as to. All right. I guess these are the two of them. And okay, so that was trying to send us a document, which we don't need. We need to send it as an image so they are able to make corrections accordingly. Okay, so that was all for that. I'm gonna play this Talks Cry. Nope. Let's do deep focus. Okay. All right. So first, I'm quickly going to update my Pinterest. All right, we're at 1.6 now at 730 followers, following 7 people. And let's check some of our images that have done great. So this image trended last year and it's trending again this year. So it has 16 now. So it's going to trend again this year as it seems. And altogether, it's a nice image. We have a comment here, and then this comment says, is it possible to receive this picture in good quality for printing? Sure. Sure thing. You just let me know where you would like it sent to, and I would send out a HD quality of the image for print for free. Sure thing. I think we should add a smiley emoji here. So sure thing. You just let me know where you would like it sent to, and I would send out a HD quality. Send out the HD quality of the image for print for free. All right. This is just saying that okay, yeah, we could give this to you for free, no problem at all. Because why not, right? It's not like the main reason why I add pictures to Pinterest is because I want a place where people could easily just come and make use of the images I add or as resources, basically free access to images. Finding images is very difficult. Anyone that makes designs will tell you and anything that makes it easy, I believe, would be appreciated. Hence why we do what we do. So now we're going straight for Pinterest, and wanna make good speed for this. Not much, is it? Is it? Is it? It is. So this was, I think this is the last image we added to our Pinterest, right? So now I want to get this like this, and so I do have the Pinterest app itself. I think I should just go ahead and open. So you can see it's okay. So with this, we're gonna start adding stuff. First, guys, go in. First, I want to check how many it is in total. Okay, so we could post 50 images at at a go, or we could add 50 images to the create pane library and modify them as we see fit before posting. So what I'm doing right now is just like adding them one after the other. So I just want to continue adding stuff because apparently it doesn't seem like this thing is not adding, if I'm being honest. So why not? Okay, so what I want to do now is to wait for this to finish, right? While I try to set up for the for the website we'll be building today. "36 tabs, that's a lot of tabs." I see why. So I was checking out TikTok Studio yesterday. This is it, TikTok Studio. I should be able to, like interact with the chat if I had this, but I don't use a Windows computer. So this is not an option that is available to me, I guess. For me, it's far better when it comes to designing, right? I like the screen on the Mac more, right? It makes cleaner designs, honestly. No cap there. Okay, so this is Langflow. I discovered Langflow yesterday, and Langflow is used for developing AI apps, or let's say you want to make an app that would have AI integration. Langflow is a good place to check it out if you have time or if you're interested in building an AI project. Another thing I was testing out yesterday is this. It's called Stitch. If I'm pronouncing it well, Stitch promises that they are able to create UI elements, or basically give you UI design from just a single prompt, right? First, if I'm able to make use of it, it will be like a big add-on. Being able to like create these screens way beforehand is just like the way to go, right? So yeah, that's really what I'm trying to do right now. The site has not been responsive, so I haven't really had luck with it, if I'm being honest. But I'm sure. All right.
TikTok live studio.
So that was us trying like get to use Live Studio. We don't need mobbing for anything right now. What I want to do now is to log in on Lovable and start working on this. Credits used, daily credits, all right. So we have 5 daily credits to be used, and we want to get started working on this, okay? So I want to show you guys a very important trick I found when it comes to prompting Lovable, right? So you could basically go as long as you want with your prompting. Like you could go very, very long if you really wanted to. But a lot of people don't, because they really don't know what to type in there. And that's not a problem. What we could do is to simply construct our prompts beforehand. It might sound difficult, but trust me, it's very easy, right? So what it entails is, so let's say I want to do 5 different things on my Lovable site. Change the navigation color, change the hero section, change the CTA button, change the logo, right? And then maybe change the background color, or maybe add an interactive background, depending on what you like to do. Now, let's say I want to do all of that, and ideally, most people want to like first change the color, send that in, have it do all the work, which is not necessary. What I do is I write all the change I want to do, like on my notebook, right? I start listing all the changes down. So I start listing all the changes down, and as I construct my prompt, I add all the individual things I want to see in the prompt. I start adding them one after the other, and I tick them when like it has been successfully integrated into the prompt, and then I add more going forward. So that's just it. So we'll be looking at the website together, and we'll be coming up with this like list. We'll write them out, and get started working on it. Make the logo a link to the home. This was done. Make the background color. Okay, switch modes. Alright, animate when it switches. So back here. So while this is still adding, right? Let me see. Where did we stop? Here. So I think it's somewhere around here, right? And it's loading this ones in right now. So I'm just gonna and it's 22. So I'm just gonna continue go 4 here. Another 4. Another 4. Another 4. Again. Alright, so this is just 8 on top, right? So we're just going to leave this. It's not going to take more than 50. So let's have it finish loading and see how many has like gotten in. If we need to add some more, we're going to add some more. Obviously, the goal is to get it done as fast as possible, and be able to do other stuff going forward. What do you think about my Pinterest? Is it like impressive enough? It's still growing, mind you, but I'm sure we could definitely get it to like a very significant point. Okay, so this is Lovable. I usually log in with my GitHub. So with what I know about Lovable, right? It's public. Like your project is public until you specify otherwise. Basically, until you pay, it is accessible to everybody. And these ones are saying these guys have gotten 1,000 something remixes, which means we could have ours on here also, and people will come here and remix it and make a similar website as we have on here. If there's a way to see how many remixes specifically your project have had. But internal tools, websites, customer app. Okay. So I feel like that comes from like when you have a proper structure. So this is what we have. This is what we're working on. I'm checking Stitch again. Perfect. So this is what Stitch has. And so far it's not bad. Right? It's not bad. So this is what I told it. Let me come here. Design a UI for a gas, petrol, and diesel delivery service, and sure to include my view to show where the driver is and the detail page to review the order. Right? Okay. So what I was going for is create a gas delivery app, which is something we recently worked on. So I wanted to see how the AI matches up to our own creativity in-house, and with this it makes sense. So this page, I feel like this page is consuming a lot of resources. I'm going to ask to quit page because I'm just going to reload this again. Right. This is what we have. Visit Editor Lovable, review Editor Lovable. All right, so we only have the home page right now and the about page. Want to go around and see everything that needs to be added, right? This download, I want to update it. This is fine the way it is. This updates, this should be updated. This, I know a different one. It created something on Replit, right? And it has a far better UI, if I'm being honest, in that particular section. So same thing, connecting with GitHub. Alright, so checking my apps. Oh wow. So I'm trying to check. I deleted something that is. Oh, Replit increased their app to 10. 10 free apps? Why? When did they increase it? It used to be 5. I don't know. Has any other person noticed this? So if you are using Replit right now, you can create up to 10 free apps. So if you yet to start creating AI, creating your applications with AI, Replit allows you to try for free 10 times. I don't see what that delay is from your end anymore. Before I jump into this, I just noticed that I deleted the one I wanted to use as an example for this place. So this section here, I had a very nice picture for it. Alright, I had a very nice picture for it. But it's all about explaining what that picture is about. And I could draw it. Right? It was something about like a person and then some bars, how much they have made, their star rating, and what else do we need to add to this? It's not bad. Looking at it right now, it's not bad. It's in center, but I wanted it to. I will show this a little more. I would add some more light into this, but let us check what's happening on Pinterest first. All right, Pinterest is at 30, still like loading the way we wanted it to come out. The business page, the ad app is there also, and then we have some interactive elements here, and then we have essential energy services, delivery, delivered fast, safe, that kind of stuff. Cooking gas, petroleum, that is good. So they are yet to provide us an image that we can add to this, right? Choose your product, confirm the location, and all of that stuff. But one thing I can also do is go and check Figma. We should have a design for this. Give it some time. Connection for me is a nightmare. So yeah, so this is it now, right? So choose your products. But I feel a page that shows choose your product more would be a different one. Confirm location for payments. Okay. So excuse me. This music is boring. Don't get me wrong, if you like it, it's good for you, but I want to listen to something else. Alright, tell me what you think about this song instead. It's called Somewhere in October. I'm checking the charts now. We still don't have anybody watching on YouTube, but TikTok seems to be good. There's really no way for me to.
It's not blocking it. Your network is bad. Try moving to a good location so that I can send it. satisfied me. I can do everything without any somebody's help. And that's talk. I do now.
All right. You're gonna forgive me. Most times I get carried away with what I'm carried away, but we're gonna try to minimize that going forward. I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Having to like drag your attention from Lovable to Pinterest. So I'm going to just stay on and finish one and then go to the next one this way. But for now, what we could do is we could be checking out the images on my Pinterest page. Right, this is a little easier. So while we wait to complete all the stuff we have going on Pinterest, we can just be reviewing this slowly. I discovered something recently to be able to add images to Pinterest without even having to click and open it like this. But it's not bad. I'm being honest, it's not bad at all. There are loads of upscalers out there. Okay, so it does make sense, right? With this, we're able to just add images to Pinterest without having to save them and then coming back here and then checking it again, or saving them on our device or on our computer and then coming back here and then adding them again manually. With their plugin, I'm able to just click a button and it gets added into the saved category on Pinterest I want it to be on. So we're going to be relying on that heavily going forward. I could create another pin here, which is great, but it's not necessary. So we have 42. Let's let it get to 45. If it gets to 45, I am going to like reload the page and like have it populate this again. Anyone that hasn't added at that time, we can just add it again or finish with the ones we have listed already. Yeah, I think this is good. Everything is looking nice. So what I want to start doing now is to be adding the names of the file. So why that one is still like coming in. Yep, we could just be adding the name for this one so far. So most of these images have the same name because they are either created by the same author or basically downloaded at the same time, but mostly the same author, and the fact that they were all generated in the same sequence is just part of it. Like this looks alike, so it's obviously the same name, obviously by the same person, but this is a different one entirely. So I have a board that is titled food. I'm going to add it up there. There's a robot. I'm going to click here and then check this here. Then the profile, copy. So I'm trying to move as fast as I possibly can so that I can like cover this quickly and we could move on to more important things for today, working on the Lovable site and all. I think I'll be taking a break on the stream. So we'll be taking a break by 10 and then we'll be coming back here again by 11 or 10:30, depending on how we're able to. If we're able to get back on time, then we'll be sure to get back on time. To streaming, I don't know if it's if it's interesting. I want to. So I've always been like worried about streaming. I've always had a lot of stuff to talk about, but making videos for it is one. Videos last longer, but streams, you don't need to think too much on stream. You can just be yourself. It's not scripted, which I tend to do better when I don't like I'm not looking, because if I had a script, I wouldn't remember, right, what's written inside it. And that's not the problem for me because I have my own system. I have like a way I work with things now, growing and knowing the kind of person I am. But it doesn't change the fact that it's a bit strange. That's all. Okay, so I'm almost there. I'm getting there. Getting there. Yeah, we got a camera shake, camera shake, camera shake, camera shake. We'll add this to the food board. Add this to the food board as well. Yeah. I don't have a very big reason for doing this. It's just I wanted food is AI food was weird when it first started. So I wanted somewhere to put that it wouldn't affect the reach of the other images on the profile. But funny thing is a burger was the first AI image I generated. A burger. Like an actual burger, something like this. But not like this in particular. Right, not like this in particular, but very close. Right, so we're close. Right, progress is being made. Can't find this image. Okay, found it. So I basically just committed murder against the mosquito. It didn't stay in his own lane and it deserved to die. So I'm going to reduce this music a little more because I feel like it's too. Like people are working on when they are working on it, and then from there you're able to add or like download them and add to whatever Pinterest profile you want to add them to. For me, one thing I make sure to do is to still add the creator's name. This way, they still know that it's like the job from someone, you know, like the owner of the artwork gets to have their name on it. Okay, so I'm trying to identify the images that were not added or that we didn't like name here, and I don't see this one, so I'm gonna move it up. So this one, I don't see it. This one was present, this one was present, these two were present, this one, no. and then the rest on top of it. So with that, I'm just going to start sending this in one after the other, or in groups. All right. So this is not updating. I'm looking at it now. It hasn't updated, so I'm just gonna reload this. Avoid any more wasting of time. If it's already there, then it's gonna show up. Could just easily check and see it hasn't been added. So you can now come back here and add it again. So that is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So I'm guessing the images are very big, and actually they are very big. So when I was downloading them, I went for like the upscale quality. So it's just to give it some time, allow it publish, and then we can move on with the others. Quality. So it's just to give it some time, allow it publish, and then. All right, if you just join in, whether you're joining on YouTube, whether you're joining on TikTok, welcome. Please leave a like on the page. Share the live with your friends. Have them join us. Have them like be part of what we're doing right now. And yeah, we'll be sure. What we're doing right now. And yeah, we'll be sure. Very fast. But these ones are very big images. If you check the image quality, it's really good. It's a cool image. I like it because like the girl's shape, the hand, the eyes, it looks like a picture that would like draw attention. It's a picture people could use when they're creating flyers. It's also like very high quality, which means like it's when you download it or when someone downloads it to make use of it, it will be useful. and that is very good. That's exactly what we want. And the fact that it comes like in different variations, it makes it all the more rewarding. So I'm going to finish like putting all of this on Pinterest, and then you join me back again by 10:30, where we'll be continuing the stream, and then by that time we'll be working with Lovable, and we'll be like getting this website ready for deployment and delivery to the customer. So the idea is you too can charge customers now and have Lovable make your websites, and you deliver it to the customer, and the customer is happy and you are happy. You make some money, the customer is happy, they get what they're looking for. And all you have to do, you didn't have to write any code, you didn't have to do anything technically intensive. So this is going to be beneficial. I want to check. I want to like go through the website again. We have this hover animation for the mobile devices. We have the hover animation for the buttons on the hero section. We have this. These are interactive cards that show like their metrics, deliveries they have made, vendors are active, app downloads, and all of that stuff. You know, when somebody comes into the platform, they want to be able to see, you know, these kinds of information that help them make decisions faster. So that's the goal. So essential energy services. Also, this company have provided a document that lists all the changes they would also prefer to see on the website, and we'll be incorporating those documents. We'll be incorporating those feedback today, right? So one thing they pointed out is this. This is we copied this and it just like pasted in. So this has to be removed, which is not very difficult, right? Lovable has this feature that when you come and you click on edit, it's okay. So it's starting live preview, and once it starts live preview, I should be able to remove this easily. All right. So I'm guessing this is a network thing, which is also affecting us on Pinterest. All right, but we're making headway, which is good. So let's finish up this and then move on to the next. Just still giving the girl vibe, so I'm gonna send that in, provide the image with the yeah. So I'm gonna send that out. I'm gonna send this man because yes, why not? This, you know, like shower and then the rest is food. So we're gonna just check if they all have like the food board tag. Okay, so now they all have the football tag. We're gonna just send this in. So for the images I said I didn't see, is this two. This one showed up. I don't know if this showed up, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they showed up either. This is 4, 5, I guess. Six. All right. So this girl image is saying it had 6 inside, and I think I only saw 4. So it should be worth checking. Basically, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this says there are 6 of them, and that says there are 5 of them. I don't think it's like that big a difference. They all look like they are facing one direction, basically. So I'm going to forfeit that, and then come here and finish the images. So for the ones that were not added, it's this one and this one. So I'm going to move that in here, and this one also didn't show up, so I'm going to move that in here as well. I don't think they showed up. I'm going to check it now. Okay, I did show up. Um, Alright, so that also showed up. So the next one I want to add now is this image here as well as every other image above it. So I'm going to just select all of them at the same time and get ready to add all of them all at once, basically. So I want to know, let me know in the comments, how do you think today's stream went? Should we focus more on specific topics? Do we continue the way we are and just like freestyle it until we see what really works for us? But my goal here is to provide real information, right? I want to be able to provide real information that is useful to people. So I want to hear from you. What do you think we're not doing right? What can we do to improve the streams going forward? What would you prefer to see on the stream? Who are your favorite creators as well? If we could like learn from those creators and create even better content for you, then it would be worth it, I guess. So yeah, let's get going. Thank you for staying thus far in like today's stream. Thank you so much for staying. If you joined us on any of the platforms on YouTube, on TikTok, um, it's been fun. Like I said, I'm still like learning to do this, and I believe the more time we like I get to do this, I should get along the way. I am looking forward to it. So, just in case, you know? I get really tough, please, if I'm being honest. But see, I would like Mike getting on insight on how you can make use of it as well. So currently we don't have any viewers on YouTube. Okay. I think this is done adding. So quickly give them their names again. We've already spent enough time. So just quickly give them the names. Alright, so I'm sending the asteroid first, and I'm gonna like send this out next, and then this, and then this. Alright, so we are done here, and I'm gonna send that out now. So just before we leave, or before I go off the stream, we're just gonna check all the images. So this is food. This two pair together well. This food tray goes together well. This, I like it. This, a princess and general, that vibe, I'm liking it. And then all of this mystery images vibe. All right. So that is it. That's all we'll be doing on the live stream right now. Join us by 10:40. We'll be back again, and we'll be working on Lovable at that time. So yeah, be sure to tune in. We'll be working on this website. We'll be adding more pages to this website, and we'll be making some corrections. If you want to see that happen, if you want to see how we use Lovable, be sure to join in, leave a comment, like the channel, share with your friends. Somebody that will be important to. We want to be sure to, like reach everybody. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Catch you again soon. And yeah, peace out.